what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Collecting 101. Now in today's episode, we're going to talk about Jadeite. Now Jadeite is one of the most popular items at our store. It takes a unique collector that collects that nice creamy green dishware. I mean, it's really a beautiful, beautiful color of dishware and very unique. So today we're going to delve into the history, the popularity, as well as the value of your Jadeite dishware. So let's get into history. It all started back in 1930 when the P.O Glass company was the first to release Jadeite Glass. They began adding green glass scraps to their opaque glass formula to produce a novel color they called Skokie green. Now this was during the Great Depression, and P.O wanted to bring joy to their customers, so they were hoping this vibrant green would help boost morale throughout the country. As their popularity took off, copycats started to come out of the woodwork. The Jadeite Glass Company introduced Jadeite in 1932, officially coining the term we know as of today. Both Jadeite and P.O added uranium to their formula, so with a black light you can identify either one a lot easier. In 1942, Anchor Hocking joined the Jadeite game with their Fire King line. Now they spelled Jadeite with an E to make them a little different than the Jadeite Glass Company. Now, they benefited from a post-World War II economic boom and sold more than 25 million pieces over the next decade. Fire King will not glow under a black light as they did not add uranium to their formula. Now, because of how cheap it was to make, it could be sold at a lot lower prices than similar pieces on the market. Now today, many reproductions are getting made by a lot of your home decor celebrities like Joanna Gaines, Ree Drummond, and Martha Stewart, as they put their own spin on Jadeite. Now Jadeite in today's market is highly collectible due to the unique look and nostalgia. I can remember a lot of times back when I was younger, my grandparents had Jadeite. It had that really pastel color to it, which I always enjoyed. I always thought it looked really good, and it was very 70s to me, very retro. Even though it was made in the 30s, it always reminded me of a retro feel to it. So yeah, that's our history today on Jadeite Glass. Let's get into the popularity. All right, so let's delve into the popularity of Jadeite. So we're going to talk about popular patterns, popular mugs, jugs, and jars, as well as popular bowls and dishes. So let's start off with the bowls and dishes. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is the beaded mixing bowl. This is from the 1950s and was limitedly produced, which makes it even more rare to find today and quite a bit more valuable. The next one we're going to talk about is the batter bowl. This is the most reproduced piece of Jadeite on the market today. Now, if you want to know if you have the real version, the real versions are about 4 inches tall compared to the reproduced ones that are about 6 to 8 inches tall. Now we're going to show you the canisters from P.O Glass Company. Now these are 48-ounce canisters, the largest that P.O made. It makes them one of the most popular ones on the market to look for collectors today. Next up is the butter dish. Now these butter dishes are really cool. Now P.O was really about making these butter, or at least to store your butter in style, and that's why I think these are so popular today. The next one is the range set. Now, P.O sold small shakers called range sets. Now, these are the most desirable because they have the black Art Deco lettering on them as well. Makes them super cool. All right, so let's get into the jugs, mugs, and jars. Now, these are super popular ones that you're definitely going to be on the lookout for. Now, the first one is the ball jug. Now, this was sold in the 1940s by Anchor Hocking. It was the most coveted piece of Jadeite. Even damaged ones sell for really high prices as well. Not as high as obviously complete ones, but even small cracks in them don't affect the value very much at all. The next one we're going to talk about is the ginger jar. These were little 3-inch jars from the Jadeite Glass Company. Very rare pieces to come by. Next up is the water dispenser from the 1940s. A water chiller. It was a really cool piece, very sought after. Mainly because it's something you don't see nowadays. No one chills water in glass jars anymore. So I mean, it's something that's definitely a lot of the collectors are looking for to add to their collection. The next one's called the New Platter, which is from the 1960s Fire King. Again, very collectible piece. Then the last one we're going to talk about in the jugs, mugs, and jars category is the D-handle coffee mug. It's very much sought after for its grip. As you guys can see in this picture here, it has a really nice grip on it, and that's why a lot of the people still use them nowadays, but collectors look for them for that especially as well. The last thing we're going to talk about today are popular patterns of jadeite glass. These are the ones you definitely want to be out there looking for. So the first one we're going to talk about is the sheaves of wheat. It was made from 1957 to 1959. A very rare pattern. Like I said, not a large production, only 2 years, so that's definitely a hard one to be looking for. The next one is the restaurant ware. This was made from the 1940s to the 1960s. So 20-year span. It's out there quite a bit, but still quite popular in churches, hospitals, and of course restaurants. It's actually the most collected pattern of jadeite on the market. The next one we're going to talk about is the Jane Ray. It's a ribbed pattern made in the mid-40s to the mid-60s. It's a pretty common piece. It's actually one of the more common pieces of jadeite out there. But they're not super valuable, but they're also very collectible, and people do look for them because they look really nice in collections. The next one we're going to show you is the Alice. Now, these were cups and saucers that were given away inside boxes of oatmeal from 1945 to 1949. Now, if you can find the dinner plates of the Alice pattern, you are in for a treat. Very rare, highly valuable, definitely something you want to be out there looking for. And then we got the charm pattern. Now, this was a mod squared shape from the 1950s. Very popular, but very hard to find. So that's definitely, again, you guys see that. You bring your black lights, get out there looking for this stuff. There's a lot of value in jadeite glass, which we'll talk about in the next portion of this video. And then the last one we're going to talk about today is the shell pattern. This was actually the last pattern of original jadeite made in 1965. So again, usually the last production of anything is always going to be so popular. So definitely always be on the lookout for those as well, because again, those hold quite a bit of value too. So guys, that's our popularity section of jadeite glass. Beautiful stuff, as you can see in these pictures, and highly sought after as well. Let's get into the value of jadeite. All right, so let's delve into the value of jadeite glass. Now let's start off with condition. Just like any of our other glass videos, it's no chips, no cracks, no repairs. That will enable you to have the most flawless and valuable pieces of jadeite for your collection. Because any imperfections or cracks or anything like that is definitely going to hurt the value. All right, I'm going to pop up a picture here of the identifying marks of jadeite, and I'm going to go through each and let you guys know how to easily identify your jadeite. So first is going to be the McKee. It'll have the MCK and it will glow under a black light. The next up is the Jeanette will have the triangle with the J, but most of the Jeanette pieces are unmarked. So you're going to want your black light because that's going to identify those older pieces of Jeanette jadeite. Then the Anchor Hocking is going to have the Fire King logo on the bottom and it will not glow. So hopefully that helps you guys identify your jadeite out when your eyes are out in the wild. All right, so let's delve into value. Most pieces of jadeite are going to run anywhere from $5 for your small little saucers up to $75 to $100 for your common pieces of jadeite. But when you get into your rare jadeite or your sets, you're looking in the hundreds, even over $1,000 for jadeite. Absolutely crazy to get those kind of prices off non-Art Deco glass. You know, I could see your Fentons and your Tiffany's, those getting into the thousands. But to have this one even up there, I think it really reflects on the market and the people that are out there collecting it, where I think the value is going to do nothing but go up. All right, guys, let's delve into my favorite part of these videos. The top 3 most expensive sold listings on eBay of jadeite glass. So number 3 on our list today is the Fire King Ball Tilt Pitcher. Now we talked about these a little bit in our popularity section, and this one right here sold for over $750. Crazy. Number 2 on the list is the McKee Bell Bowl Set. As you guys can see here, these bowls look like a little bell shaped. Now, these sold for over $975 for the set. I'm telling you, you guys got to be on the lookout for these jadeite pieces, and knowing how to identify them is going to be huge in getting your value. The number 1 on our list today is the Fire King Swedish Teardrop Mixing Bowl Set. And get ready for this, over $1,200 is what it sold for. Oh, buddy, that is a big number. Big number for, again, non-Art Deco glass. Very cool, very expensive, very valuable, highly collectible. Definitely, guys, be out there looking for this, because I'm telling you, jadeite is not going anywhere. It has great history. It's super popular and has a big market. and then the value is there, and I don't think it's doing anything but going up. So if you're going to be on the market to buy to resell, you want to be on the lookout for jadeite. If you're going to be on the market for something to collect, jadeite is a great place to start. Very cool, good nostalgic piece, good retro style that's kind of in right now. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, guys, that's our video today. If you guys want to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that great stuff, much appreciated. And actually, in the comment section, put more ideas out there for Collecting 101 videos. Whatever you guys want me to do, I can do. Trust me. I have a lot of knowledge in this game. I can hopefully give you guys even more and help you guys in your collecting ventures. So yeah, fill up that comment section and we'll keep busting these Collecting 101 videos out. And of course, guys, when we talk about collecting, it's always about your memories over money. See you guys later.